Visualize any vehicle that you encountered in your life. Try to build four imaginary walls on all four sides of this particular vehicle. You can see that all four corners of the vehicle hardly touches the imaginary walls that we have built. Have you ever thought that this shape, where the vehicle is trimming down when it goes up, helps making an economical car park design? Welcome to Mindful Contract Administrator. Today, we are going to talk about the value engineering rainbow. I am sure that you all are aware of the most comprehensive definition of value engineering, which means it is a disciplined procedure aimed at delivering the necessary function at least cost without detriment to quality, reliability, performance, and delivery. But what is value engineering rainbow? Today we are going to learn about it. Delivering a disciplined procedure. A disciplined procedure is signified by the color red. Why? When it talks about discipline, what comes into your mind? Armed forces, isn't it? So, armed forces are the strength of a country, wherein the color red represents the strength. What are necessary functions? As you are aware, a building design has to deliver necessary functions, irrespective of the perceptions of stakeholders of the project. It has to abide by the rules of the country, and it has to abide by the building design principles. Therefore, necessary functions are an independent scenario. The color orange represents independence. Therefore, necessary functions are being represented by the color orange of the rainbow. What makes all the stakeholders of a project happy? Least cost, isn't it? When you expend something less to get a value product, definitely you will be happy. Therefore, the color of cheerfulness, yellow, signifies the least cost without detriment to quality. You know, in food packaging, the quality is represented by the green color. The fresh products, fresh food, always are accompanied with the color green. Therefore, the color of quality is green. What about the reliability? It is signified by the color of blue, which appeals for the stability. Today you perform, tomorrow you perform, there could not be a difference. That is reliability. So, what is the color of performance? The indigo color with deep sincerity represents performance. A person who is deeply sincere and dedicated to work will perform. Last but not least, the color of violet represented resourcefulness, which indicates delivery, which is related to the value engineering. So this is how the colors of the rainbow represents value engineering. Now let us get back to the example which I have cited. How can a shape of a car helps making an economical car park design? You know, every car, when it is motioning in the integrated car park area of any building, it may hit the walls or columns of the car park, right? So what is the procedure that is being used in the design in order to avoid that collision? Which is called the corner guard. So in the design, suppose that a designer has designed this particular corner guard for a height of 2 meters. And he realizes towards the evolution of that particular design that the cars, the bottom part of the cars are the parts which is actually touching the wall. If the car is designed in such a way that there is a uniform width throughout the height of the car, definitely when it hits a column or a wall, the damage will be more. But luckily, because of this sort of a design, you don't have to have a 2-meter high corner guard. So the designer decides to trim down the height of the corner guard. This is a value engineering option. I will explain you why. Delivering the same function? Yes. Because the corner guard is supposed to protect the vehicle from colliding with the concrete wall or the column. Due to the fact that the height has been reduced, that particular function has not gone out. So it satisfied delivering same function. What about the quality? We are using the same type of a corner guard. So with time, it won't wear and tear, right? The color will not fade. Therefore, the quality remains the same. So it satisfies the requirement of without detriment to the quality. What about the reliability? So today you hit the column, the corner guard will protect you. Tomorrow you hit the column, the same corner guard will protect you. Just by reducing the height, the reliability will not go down. Now let us go back to the performance. You know, the corner guard has been designed for a certain specification. For a certain speed, if a car comes and hits, the corner guard will definitely protect. So you did not change the material of the corner guard. Therefore, the performance remains the same. What about the delivery? Delivery is a little bit of a complex area which I am going to discuss separately. However, it matches the requirement of the function with the building design. Therefore, the delivery of the corner guard also satisfies the requirements of a corner guard, even though the height is reduced, which we will explain separately. So, all these criteria related to the value engineering definition has been satisfied. Therefore, reducing the height of a corner guard to a suitable level is a good value engineering exercise. Now, let us go back to the definition. In the beginning, I told it is a disciplined procedure. Yes, of course, because you might have heard that value engineering has got workshops to be attended. There is a time frame which is stipulated, because when you are in the detailed design, you cannot go beyond the detailed design period in order to achieve your value engineering function. Therefore, there is a disciplined procedure. You work according to a timetable, you work according to a certain plan. That is why you call it as a disciplined procedure. Now let us go back to another example. I hope you heard about dairy farms, right? Suppose that you have to build a dairy farm in a rural area wherein there is no constant power source. What are the options that you can think of? Number 1, solar power. Number 2, wind power. Number 3, hydropower. Now, when you are thinking about these alternatives, you have to see whether it delivers the necessary function at least cost, without detriment to quality, reliability, performance and delivery. Now think about the quality of the power which is being produced by all three options. Nothing wrong. If you are using the correct number of solar panels, correct number of wind turbines, correct number of water turbines, you will generate the power. You cannot say one power is more quality than the other power source. So that is out of question. Now it comes to the reliability. There are certain areas where wind power is not a constant power source. Therefore, there is a question about reliability. If you are trying to build a wind power plant in an area wherein the wind is not a constant source. This applies to solar power as well, because in certain areas there are a lot of rains and lot of dust accumulation, which may be detrimental to the maintenance of a solar power plant. So reliability factor comes into play. What about the performance? Yes, of course, a particular solar panel which is aimed at producing a certain amount of electricity has to perform. So therefore, if it is being produced in a proper manner as stipulated by the specification, there won't be a problem. Again comes into the play about the word delivery. Have you ever seen Roger Federer playing tennis? He has got unique shots. Okay, he has got a very nice shot called the lob between the legs. He plays the ball between the legs where the ball comes into his body, and he achieves a lot. So this is the style and the manner that he is delivering tennis. He's a brilliant master. And think about Lassit Malinger, the brilliant bowler, the way that he arm is used when he is bowling. It's a different style. So this is how the delivery changes. Now in the same fashion, if you are talking about a mock-up room, right? A one artwork may not fit into a particular mock-up room, rather than if it is being considered in isolation because of the color matching, architect's preference, and many other factors, right? Therefore, apart from quality, reliability, and performance, there is another factor which is called the delivery. That particular function of a building element should give the same delivery if you are using an alternative. So I hope now you understood the 7 elements of value engineering, which is forming the rainbow of value engineering. Thank you.